Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another exciting episode of Trigger Warning Radio. I am your host, the Kaiju Conservative. The other day, YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki, however the hell you say her name, was on CNN with Brian Stelter's reliable, quote-unquote, sources. And they were talking about the spread of Chinese coronavirus misinformation on YouTube and the steps that YouTube is taking to not just down on such misinformation, what they consider to be misinformation, but removing this so-called misinformation from the platform completely. And she had some interesting things to say about it. I'm not going to show you the full interview. I just want to show you a couple of seconds of it. Something that I think is really relevant to how YouTube views itself as a platform and how YouTube views the independent creators as well. I'll put the full interview on my channel. So for those of you who don't want to give CNN any more clicks, you don't have to. You can give me more clicks instead. But let's take a look at just a couple of seconds of the Susan Wojcicki interview, the most relevant seconds, I think, of that interview.
Yeah, and so we talk about that as raising authoritative information. But then we also talk about removing information that is problematic. Of course, anything that is medically unsubstantiated, so people saying like, take vitamin C, take turmeric, like those all will cure you. Those are the examples of things that would be a violation of our policy. Anything that would go against World Health Organization recommendations would be a violation of our policy. And so remove is another really important part of our policy.
So right there, Susan Wojcicki has admitted and almost flat out said that YouTube is going to be promoting Chinese communist propaganda. They're going to make sure that there's only information from reliable sources being shown on YouTube. Reliable sources meaning, of course, CNN, MSNBC, and all those other platforms as well, NBC, ABC, all the fake news, alphabet soup organizations out there. Those are going to be promoted above all else. But she also said, I think it's very interesting that she brings up vitamin C and turmeric. That she basically says if you have a video where you promote vitamin C and turmeric in the context of Chinese coronavirus, it's going to be removed. It's going to be flagged as misinformation, and they are going to remove it per WHO guidelines, World Health Organization guidelines. And that right there, yeah, it really speaks to how YouTube views themselves as a platform. They don't view themselves as a means to spread information. They don't view themselves as a means of for independent creators to show their ideas and showcase their solutions, their potential solutions to a problem. They're there as gatekeepers. They are there to decide what information is correct, what information is relevant, and what information you ultimately get to see. That's what YouTube's purpose in life is, according to CEO Susan Wojcicki. It's not to let independent creators share their thoughts or anything like that. No. Despite the fact that that's exactly how YouTube started and how YouTube got as big as it is, they are completely just kicking their independent creators to the curb, to the point where if you have a video where you say, hey, you know what? Vitamin C is probably a good idea to take that in the context of a pandemic to help prevent you from getting sick. And you know what? Maybe if you have the coronavirus, maybe you should take vitamin C because, hey, that might help. Or you know what? I've read some research that says turmeric might help as well. If you've got a video like that, you are going to be banned from YouTube, or at least your video is going to be removed from YouTube because the World Health Organization, the Chinese World Health Organization, considers that to be misinformation. You could even have a video in which you specifically reference a specific peer-reviewed study saying vitamin C and turmeric cure coronavirus. There could be a study out there, a peer-reviewed study by Johns Hopkins University or somebody, the National Institute of Health or the National Health Service over in the UK, some big agency could come up with a study like that. And if you put a video out that comments on that study that shows that shows the public the results of that study, it's going to be removed because the WHO considers it misinformation. And I think again, it's just very, very telling as to how YouTube views itself, and I think it's going to lead to their degradation of the platform, and people are going to look elsewhere for their information. They're not going to want to take they don't trust CNN or MSNBC. They're not going to want to listen to their take on things, so they're going to branch out and they're going to go to other alternative platforms like BitChute, like independent bloggers and stuff like that, to find the information that they want. And you know what? That's a good thing. The fact that YouTube is literally forcing people to seek information elsewhere, that is a good thing because it's going to lead to people broadening their horizons, and ultimately it's going to lead to the red pilling of a large portion of society. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave this video right here for now. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. As always, if you liked what you heard, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Both those things help me, and I will see you all next time.